Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this song tutorial video. In the first part, I'm going to count out the song's chords so you'll know exactly how long to play each one. In the second part, I'm going to play through the entire song so you can practice along with me. So stick around to the end, and if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, etc. Before we begin, you should click on that link at the top of the description, and that'll take you to a chord chart containing all the chords and lyrics of the song you're about to practice. I recommend printing it out right now and grabbing a pencil so you can write in the number of beats per chord as I call them out to you. If you see a chord you don't recognize, then just click on link number 2 in the video's description, and that'll take you to a list of chord tutorial videos. Finally, if you want to learn more songs once this video is over, click on link number 3, and that'll take you to a spreadsheet containing all of my chord charts and song tutorial videos. Now let's get started. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play More Than Conquerors by Rend Collective. We're going to start by going over the chorus chords, and the chorus sounds like this. We are more than conquerors through Christ. You have overcome this world, this life. We will not bow to sin or to shame. We are defiant in your name. You are the fire that cannot be tamed. You are the power in our veins, our Lord, our God, our conqueror. Alright, so this is in 6/8 time signature, so as we count out the chords, I'm going to count every 3 beats as 1. So instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'll count 1, 2, like that. And by that counting method, every chord in the chorus, except for the very last one, is going to be 2 beats. So it's mostly, as you've noticed, the pattern E minor, C, G, D. So what you're going to be doing is E minor, 2, C, 2, G, 2, D, 2. And that doesn't break until the very last line where we have, O Lord, our God, our conqueror, where we have E minor, 2, C for 2, and then that G over conqueror. You could just hold it out for 4, or you could cut straight into the instrumental chords, and I think generally speaking that's what it's going to do if you're trying to go off of the recording. Alright, let's go over the verses now, and verse 1 and verse 2 are a little different from each other, also verse 3 and verse 4 are a little different from each other, so there's an odd numbered verse pattern and an even numbered verse pattern. So let's start with the odd pattern, verse 1 as an example. Here's how verse 1 sounds. When my hope and strength is gone, you're the one who calls me on. You are the life, you are the fight that's in my soul. And so with this one, we have 2 times of C for 1 beat and then G for 3 beats. So that's the line 1. We have, when my hope and strength is gone. It's going to be like C for 1, G for 3, 2, 3, C for 1, G, 2, 3. And then when we get to the next part, you are the life, you are the fight that's in my soul, it goes C for 1, G for 1, C for 1, G for 1, D for 1, G for 4. Or actually G for 3 at the end. So like this. C, G, C, G, D, G, 2, 3. And the reason it's for 3 is because then it cuts straight into verse 2, which starts on a C that completes that measure. And so verse 2 sounds like this. Oh, your resurrection power burns like fire in my heart. When waters rise, I lift my eyes up to your throne. So the only difference between the chords in verse 1 and verse 2 is the very end. So verse 1 ends with a G for 3 beats. That's in my soul, 2, 3, and then it cuts to verse 2. But verse 2 ends with a G for 2 beats and a D for 2 beats. So I lift my eyes up to your throne, G for 2, and then D, 2. And then from there it can go straight into the chorus. Alright, so take the chords for verse 1, and you can go ahead and copy the number of beats per chord to verse 3, and take the timing for the chords in verse 2, and you can copy that to verse 4. So that just leaves the instrumental portions of the song and the bridge. And the instrumental portions are going to be just the verse 1 chords minus that first C. So take out that first C, and then just start with the G for 3 beats. And then you got your interlude and also your intro for the song. So it'll be like, and your outro as well. So so it'll all just start with G, 2, 3, C for 1, G, 2, 3, C for 1, G for 1, C for 1, G for 1, D for 1, G for 4. And actually, it'll be a G for 4 in the outro, but on the intro it'll be a G for 3, because then you'll go straight into verse 1, starting with that C in verse 1. So now here's the bridge. Nothing is impossible, every chain is breakable with you. We are victorious. You are stronger than our hearts. You are greater than the dark. With you, we are victorious. And with that, everything is 4 beats. So we have C for 4, C, 2, 3, 4, then E minor for 4, 2, 3, 4, G for 4, 2, 3, 4, D for 4, 2, 3, 4. So just 4 beats per chord in the bridge. All right, congratulations. You've sat through me going through all of the chords in the song, and at this point, I'm going to practice through it so that you can play along with me. If you think you're going to have trouble keeping up at my tempo, no worries. Just go into the playback settings menu and change the playback speed to something slower, like maybe 0.75x. It'll make me sound terrible, but the important thing is you'll be able to keep up more easily. I'm going to count us in, and then we're going to do the intro chords, followed by verse 1, and then verse 2. All right, so 1, 2, 3, get ready for a G, G, 2, 3, C, G, 2, 3, C, G, C, G, G for 3. Verse 1. When my hope and strength is gone, you're the one who calls me on. You are the life, you are the fight that's in my soul. Verse 2. Oh, your resurrection power burns like fire in my heart. When waters rise, I lift my eyes up to your throne. Chorus. We are more than conquerors through Christ. You have overcome this world, this life. We will not bow to sin or to shame. We are defiant in your name. You are the fire that cannot be tamed. You are the power in our veins, our Lord, our God, our conqueror. Instrumental 2, 3, and C, G for 3. C, G, C, G, D, G for 3 beats. Verse 3. I will sing into the night. Christ is risen and on high. Greater is he living in me than in the world. Verse 4. No surrender, no retreat. We are free and we're redeemed. We will declare over despair, you are the hope. Chorus. We are more than conquerors through Christ. You have overcome this world, this life. We will not bow to sin or to shame. We are defiant in your name. You are the fire that cannot be tamed. You are the power in our veins, our Lord, our God, our conqueror. Instrumental 2, 3, C, G, 2, 3, C, G, C. We're gonna go to the bridge after this. I'll just do the bridge one time. Nothing is impossible, Every chain is breakable with you. You are victorious. You are stronger than our hearts. You are greater than the dark. With you, we are victorious. Chorus. We are more than conquerors through Christ. You have overcome this world, this life. We will not bow to sin or to shame. We are defiant in your name. You are the fire that cannot be tamed. You are the power in our veins, our Lord, our God, our conqueror. Instrumental is going to be the same as the intro, except we'll have an extra beat for the G at the end. 2, 3, C, G, C, G, D. Now we do a G for 4. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to click on link number 3 and check out my other chord charts and song tutorials. If you want to help me make more videos, you can support me on Patreon using the link below. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you next time.